Okay. So what are the phases are there now? You can tell me. So summary, what are the phases, requirements and test planning phase? First one. Next phase is test design phase. Next phase is test execution phase and reporting the defects. Next phase is test completion. Finally, a release should go or not. Decision. Okay, no go decision by client. Release confirmation. Who will decide? Client only will decide. Okay, right. So this is the summary we have. So we can call it as a STLC phases. STLC means software testing life cycle. Okay, why we are calling software testing life cycle? So let's come back to this point. Before coming to this point, let me go through the other point, important point, SDLC. So in the interviews, so in all your interviews, one common point you observed. Can you please explain SDLC phases? Okay, so whoever has been attended for the interview, okay, you have seen this question. Almost in every fresher interview, people will ask this question: SDLC versus STLC. Okay, we understood about STLC, software testing life cycle. So what is mean by SDLC, software development life cycle? Development life cycle. What is mean by STLC? Software testing life cycle. Okay, we'll come back to this point. So software development life cycle, which contains various phases like requirements phase, next design phase, next coding phase, fourth one testing phase. So any SDLC, software development life cycle. So requirement phase, design phase, coding phase and testing phase. So what is mean by SDLC? Means testing phase. The testing phase which contain. So what are the test stages? So in testing phase, what are the activities that you are performing? Okay, it is describing about your SDLC. So in testing phase, we are seeing all the test phases, what we are doing. So SDLC is a part of SDLC. Okay, so what is mean by SDLC means what are the phases are there in your testing activities. So requirements phase, analyzing the requirements phase, test design phase. Test design phase means you are going to write all the test scenarios and test cases, test case objectives. Test execution means whatever 100 test cases that you have written, you are going to execute. And test completion means the summary report you are preparing and release. So all these phases. And coming to requirement phase and design phase, coding phase, we are not discussing separately. Okay, so at high level, what is happening in we discussed in requirement phase, what is happening and everything. Okay, so for any of the software, there are different approaches are there in SDLC. Okay, people will follow either waterfall model approach, or they will follow agile model approach. Okay, so these are the most popular approaches people will follow. Okay, so waterfall and agile model. Okay, so in the interviews, suppose if your companies are open, okay, everyone must and has to go through the important flow is, you have to, once you go to office, they might ask you about, because you have completed training, we told. Okay, so they might ask you, can you please explain what is mean by agile model? So we are going to discuss this topic now. Okay, so software development life cycle, there are two approaches are there. Okay, to develop a software, people might follow waterfall model approach, or people might follow agile model approach. Okay, now let's discuss what is the difference between waterfall model and agile model. Okay, right. So in waterfall model, okay, once the requirement and also in the requirement phase, okay, during the requirement phase, no other teams will be involved. Okay, only BA team will be involved completely. Okay, so in waterfall model, during requirement phase, only business analyst people only will do. Once their task is completed, they will hand over all the BRD and FRD documents to design team. Once, so that their requirement phase is completed completely. Okay, after that, the designers, based on the BRD and FRD documents, they will prepare complete HLD and LLD documents. Once their task is done, okay, they will go for next project. After design phase is completed, immediately the coding phase, okay, it will be started immediately. Okay, and after coding phase is completed, immediately the testing phase will be started. So here we can call it as a waterfall model, we can also call it as a step by step approach. So until one stage is completed, next phase it cannot be started at all. So once the phase is completed, then only next phase will be started. So that's why waterfall model. So in the interviews, what is the main difference between waterfall model and agile model? Whenever you ask, the interviewer will wait for the answer as waterfall model is a step-by-step approach. So this is the line you have to throw it. Waterfall model is a step-by-step approach. So what is mean by step-by-step approach? They will ask. So until one phase is completed, next phase it cannot be started in waterfall model. So that's it. Okay, you need to explain until requirement phase is completed, no other phase will be started. Once the requirement phase is completed, that means that is freezed. After that only design phase will be started. Whereas in agile model, it is not like that. Okay, whereas in agile model, okay, the testing will be started from the requirement phase itself. Okay, means the testing team, they will involve into the during the requirement phase. Whatever requirements are collected on the same day, clients, the business analyst, they collected the information on the same day, the tester will connect with the business people, be a business analyst. Could you please come, whatever new requirements you collected, could you please go through, can we have a short catch up call to describe what are the new functional features are coming? So such questions we can ask for the BS, and we can know in advance. So the requirement phase will be start. So the testing process will be started from the requirement phase itself. Whereas in waterfall model, when is your testing is starting? After completion of coding phase. Whereas in agile model, when is your testing phase is starting? From the requirement phase itself, your testing phase will be started. Okay, so in the interviews, common question, okay, when testing will be started, so you have to tell the clear answer as the testing phase will be started from the requirement phase, because throughout the world people are using agile model approach. Don't tell the testing phase will be started after coding. Okay, it is not the right answer. Okay, so the testing phase will be started from the requirement phase itself, right? And in agile model, the testing people will connecting during the requirement phase, and we are involving into the user stories walkthrough sessions, and all the activities going on parallel. So the development team, they are collecting the requirements and they are developing their code, and the design phase, they are collecting the requirements, they are also starting their work in parallel. And my testing team, I am involved in, and I am also preparing my test scenarios and test cases. So that means all activities are running parallel. It is not like that until one phase is completion. So all activities are simultaneously going on. Okay, so that is the major difference in agile model. Okay, and waterfall model is applicable only for short, is only applicable for not for, it is not suitable for enterprise scale projects. Okay, it is only suitable for small scaled projects only. Okay, it is not suitable for big projects. Okay, because suppose if I have 500 requirements, until one phase is completed, if next phase is not completed, is it recommended? So a lot of time will be wasted by this time. So Apple company, they are releasing so many new functional features, they are grabbing the market, everything. Okay, so that's why waterfall model is not recommended. Okay, so it is not suitable for waterfall model is not suitable for big scale projects. It is only suitable for small scale projects only. Okay, and agile model is more approachable and more advantages, because we are delivering the functionalities within a month. Okay, because all activities are going in a month parallelly. Okay, so that's it. And what is the disadvantages in waterfall model is, okay, it is a step-by-step approach, right? So it is a long period, so it will take at least 3 to 4 months or 3 to 6 months as well. Okay, and so this really, so this approach, when it is recommended, if the functionalities are fixed and there is no changes in the client requirements, there are no changes at all. Once the client is clear what they want to develop, and once the functionalities are freezed, all the requirements are freezed, then this approach is recommended. Okay, but in generally clients tomorrow, no, I want look and feel like this. No, you can develop me easy interaction like this, you can develop me look and feel like this. So daily they will come up with the new different ideas and different changes. So that approach only possible in agile model only. Okay, but once in waterfall model, if requirements are freezed, okay, we cannot able to go back to reverse step. Okay, but the flexibility is there in agile model. We can able to, the client can able to amend the changes. Okay, they can come up, no, I don't want this functionality, he can able to add the new requirements, he can able to modify the new requirements, he can able to delete. So no, I don't want this requirement, he can able to delete the requirement as well. Okay, he has given 10 requirements, no, I don't want these 2 features, he can suddenly drop off as well. After 10 features, you want only 8 features he is asking. Okay, he can add additional features as well. So that flexibility is there in agile model, because all teams, they are involving. And in agile model, because day-to-day updates, progress updates are coming. Okay, and in day-to-day daily progress updates are coming. So in agile model, we can call it as a scrum meeting. Okay, scrum meeting means that suppose if in your project in IVY, particularly in IVY, in our previous projects also we followed agile model. If the project is following agile model, okay, if we are following agile model daily in the morning first of 10 to 10:30, okay, 10 to 10:30, you will have a scrum call meeting. Scrum call meeting means, okay, so in that scrum call meeting, all teams will be involved, BA team, design team, development team, testing team. And the scrum call will be driven by scrum master. Scrum master means either test lead or either development lead or project manager, any of the person, either your test lead or your development lead or project lead or project manager. They will take ownership and they will drive that call. Means they will take attention from everyone. So Ravi, what you are doing, they will ask you. So what is your planned activities for today? They will ask you, yeah, I'm working so and so user stories, I'm going through the requirements, yes, I'm preparing the test scenarios and test case objectives, and I got stuck understanding of this functionality. Yeah, I need to connect with the BA. I need to connect with Ravi. BA means Ravi. Okay, I need to connect with Ravi, and I need to sort out that issue so that I can able to write my test scenarios and test case objectives. What that I need to suppose to be. So that I can get clarity, and I will prepare all those list of scenarios. So I got stuck in preparation of test scenarios and test objectives. And yesterday I had completed some of the test scenarios and test cases on so user story, and today I'm working on this new user story. Okay, so like that, and today I'm writing test cases and test scenarios for this module, and today I'm going to execute these test cases, test scenarios. Okay, all these function, and we are almost completion of closure, and still I have left with some defects. Today I have to log 5 more new defects, and I need to inform to the all the teams so and so issues I have observed from these functionalities. So such information you will capture it in a short way. So like that, development team also, they will give their updates to Scrum Master. Yeah, I'm working on so and so user story. I'm developing this software. So currently I'm working on billing module. So and so almost functionality I have developed. So in his way, he will explain his subject. So what is the objective of Scrum call meeting is, okay, the updates, what you are going to do on that particular day. So the activities you have to highlight, and if you got stuck also, you need to highlight that issue, so that Scrum Master immediately he will route to corresponding. Okay, Ravi, you can reach out to so and so guy. He's working on that module because he know all the teams. Okay, you need to highlight your issues. Okay, so that he will guide you immediately. So that is your, suppose if you are sitting ideal and you are going through 150 pages documents, sir, you 150, if you are feeling like this, you will get stuck only, and they will analyze she is not proactive and she is not responding, and even she doesn't know the functionality, she is not asking at all. So they will feel like that. The objective of Scrum meeting is you have to talk with everyone. Okay, you need to progress your work, and you have to continue your work. If you are not able to progress, you need to highlight that issue so that everyone will aware, and so that everyone can help you. Understood? So the objective of, so what you have done yesterday progress updates also, you need to highlight it. Nobody will come and highlight your progress work. You only have to highlight. Yeah, I completed these modules test scenarios yesterday, I executed these test cases, and I logged these defects, and these 5 defects got fixed by development team. I have to retest it again because they have fixed all issues. So whatever activities that you are doing, you have to explain it. So that is a Scrum call meeting. So it will be conducted by Scrum Master. Okay, so in the team, who will be involved? All the teams will be involved. The Scrum Master, he will collect the information on the day-to-day progress updates. What is a Scrum call? That is the question people are asking in the interviews. Scrum call means day-to-day progress updates. Okay, it will be conducted by Scrum Master. Over. That is the question people will ask when we go to office. Okay, Scrum, what is a Scrum call? When it will be conducted daily in the first half. Once you go to office, immediately in the first 30 minutes, it will be planned by Scrum Master. You have to join that call into Microsoft Teams or get together. Okay, like that. So now we understood. So particular this Scrum meeting will be there only in Agile model, not in Waterfall. Okay, so more interaction will be there in Agile model, but Waterfall model, is there more interaction is possible? There is lack of communication gaps. Okay, because until one phase is completed, after next phase is completed, the requirements team is not available. Once design phase is completed, people interaction is not there in each phase. What is going also, you are not coming to know. And in the last minute of the changes, once all BRD and once code is developed and it is giving, you need to start the requirements. You are not clear and you are not getting clarity also. Okay, again it is a late process. But here everything is day-to-day interaction and everything. Okay, in the earlier beginning of software, people followed Waterfall model. Now the latest approach is Agile model. Okay, and Waterfall model is suitable only whenever the requirements are freezed and there is no changes at all. Okay, but agile model is flexible as per the client requirements. Okay, and waterfall model is only suitable, okay, for the long term projects. Okay, because it is not applicable for short term releases. Okay, but whereas agile model is suitable for short term releases, we can deliver the products immediate. Suppose this is a product, this is your product. So you have to develop that product in an incremental approach. P1, P2 plus P3 and P4. So first the client so product is developing in an incremental approach. What? Incremental approach. Incremental approach means you are not developing the entire product at one shot. Okay, see, your mobile is developing and every 3 months new features he is releasing, correct? So that process we can call it as an incremental approach. So the product cannot be developed at one shot. The product will be developed in an incremental approach. Okay, so that so people also will be updated. So up to the standards and up to the competition world, the client is coming with the latest new features. Okay, so people will get attracted with the latest UIs. Why Amazon application is very flexible means for because booking and managing and tracking the orders and everything is very easy. That's why Amazon is people will go for more for online shopping and everything. Okay, so the product is developing in an incremental approach, very very important line. Okay, so where the scrum meetings will be conducted, in which model? Agile model only. Okay, so we are clear on the points. Okay, so anyway I have documentation everything. Okay, so now we are clear. Okay, well, so totally which process has more advantages? More advantages for the clients. Okay, but for the testing team and development team, okay, people will suffer like anything because requirements are changing. You have prepared all the test scenarios and test cases. Again, you need to work out all the test scenarios and you have to write it freshly. Correct or not? So that is the only drawback. But in terms of client, he's getting the benefit. Okay, lot of rework efforts will be there in agile model. But ultimately, our objective is whatever client is asking, we have to give it. But whereas that feature is not available in waterfall model. Okay, so your requirements and design changes will be there at any point of time in agile model. Okay, that is the only drawback, but it is advantage for the client. So everyone is clear on the agile model. Okay, so now let's go back to the agile model diagram. So I'm going to give you this zip file. Okay, everyone has to go through all these tabs. These are the very important. So this is the complete course content and everything is there. Okay, so agile model, where is agile? So this is the one. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Okay, particularly for freshers, everywhere, all companies, they are following agile model. You have to go through all these documentation points. Whatever I explained, you need to go through this point. So now I'm going to explain the detailed. I'm going through each and every line. So they are asking about, do you know about agile? Yes, I know about agile scrum methodology. Agile is a continuous iteration of development and testing the software in an incremental approach. See, that is the first line. It is there. Project release will be planned for short-term releases for every 1 month or 2 months. Okay, in our project we have 2 sprints. We have 2 sprints and 1 release every month. The sprint duration is 2 weeks. So here the new terminology came, sprint. What is mean by sprint? Okay, I will tell you. So this is monthly release. This is sprint 1. Okay, this is sprint 1 and this is sprint 2. So in sprint 1 there are 10 user stories are there, means 10 new requirements. Okay, 10 functional. In sprint 2 there are 5 user stories are there. So around 150 test cases are coming, let's assume like that. So the sprint one duration is 2 weeks. The sprint two duration is 2 weeks. So sprint one and sprint two development. So the sprint one design, development, testing, and all it has to complete within 2 weeks itself for the 10 user stories. And the sprint two remaining 5 user stories, testing, requirements, design, development, and testing, it has to complete in the next 2 weeks. Once sprint one and sprint two completed, the release will be planned at the end of the month. Okay. So what is a sprint means? A list of user stories targeted in a particular month, in a particular span of time. It might be 2 weeks, it might be 3 weeks. Okay. Sprint means a specific span of time. Okay. Suppose you were in your project, so project to project, the sprint duration, it will change. So they will ask you in the interviews, what is the span of your sprint? Okay, generally, it will be 2 weeks. Okay. Some projects, they might also follow 3 weeks as well. Okay. So like that we can say. So once all the 10 user stories, all the 100 test cases has, everything has been passed. Okay. So we can the development immediately in the sprint to Monday, if it is started, the team will work on the sprint 2 user stories because testing and everything completed successfully. And immediately we will go with sprint 2. Suppose if some part of functionality issues we have logged in sprint 1, those 5 defects are not working out. So those issues, it will be carry forward to sprint 2 development, and they will develop all the remaining things as well. Okay. So like that, that is mean by sprint terminology. Sprint means a a fixed span of time. Okay. For a particular delivering of new user stories, new functional stories. So in our project, we have 2 sprints and 1 release for every month. The sprint duration is 2 weeks. In Agile model, we are getting all the requirements from the user story. We are getting all the requirements in the form of user stories. Okay. And with an acceptance criteria and story points. Acceptance criteria means the client is very clear. He will give the bullet points. And after clicking on this button, it has to navigate to this page, and the user should get the accounts creation part is successfully completed. So he will clear all the acceptance criteria, what it has to supposed to work. So that is called acceptance criteria. So in terms of functionality, what is the objective? It has to be output, it has to come, he will clear everything very clear. So acceptance criteria and story points means, so for every user story, there will be some user story points they will give. Suppose story points means there will one user story may contains 10 user story points, one user story may contains 15 user story points, and another user story can contains 20 user story points. One user story may contain 7 user story points, like that. So what is mean by story points means the complexity it will determine. Okay. Suppose if it is 20 story points, that means you have might be you have to write around 50 to 70 test cases, test scenario and test case combination, it will come. Okay. But if it is only 7 to 8 user story points, might be it will come around 10 or 15 test cases, like that. Okay. So the story points, it will decide the complexity of that user story, how much effort it will take in terms of developing the scenarios and test cases. Okay. Generally, this is story points will be given by client, will be given by your BA, because he only prepared all the complexity and everything. Okay. This user story might contains approximately 8 story points. Okay. This user story 10 user story points, like that. Later, we will also get the BRD and FRD documents from BA and designers. Okay, clear to everyone? Okay. We will start our testing from the requirement phase itself. I told you when testing will be started in Agile model. Testing will be started from frequent requirement and design changes will be there in the Scrum methodology. Okay. And we have to update test scenarios and test cases accordingly. And we have to give test scenarios walkthroughs to BA and designer. And final version of test scenarios and test cases will be uploaded in SharePoint. SharePoint means it is a shared drive. Suppose in your local system, if you are saving, that is not a shared drive. So there will be some remote mission. You have to copy and paste it all the test cases and test scenarios. you have to place it in a central folder that is called SharePoint. Okay, generally companies, they will use some SharePoint location. Okay, so you need to know how to access that SharePoint, and they will tell you all the documents are available so on so SharePoint. Okay, all the BRD and FR, you can copy those BRD and FRD documents, you can go through in your local system. They will tell you, they will give the all the system access and paths and everything from where you need to extract. So the final version of, see here, test scenarios, walkthroughs to BA and designers, and final version of test cases will be uploaded. So what is mean by, so we are also giving test scenario walkthrough. You have written test scenarios and test case objectives. So your job is not completed. You need to align with the BA and designer. So for the 10 requirements, I identified these 100 test cases. Okay. Am I covering all the 10 requirements? You need to take confirmation. Suppose means you need to set up a call and you have to give the walkthrough. I'm going to test this functionality. I'm going to test this functionality. I'm going to test this functionality. So like that, you need to walk through all your test scenarios and test case objectives. If something is not covered in that call, okay, hi Srinivas, you can also add one more scenario. You missed this functional flow, you can add. So he will tell you like that, so that all people will be on the same pace. Okay, so walkthrough session is very important. Okay, so what are the approach that you are following means, once you are writing your test scenarios and test cases, you need to give walkthroughs to BA and design team. Okay, because those are the top level people. So you need to take confirmation from them. Once they certify, that means you are covering all the functionalities. Clear? So we have to give the walkthroughs to BA and designer, and final version of test scenarios and test cases will be uploaded into SharePoint. So all test cases will be uploaded into HPALM. HPALM is a tool, project management tool. They will guide you. You are a freshers, how to use that tool, where you need to upload that fold documents, like Google Drive, how you are uploading. Same like that, where you need to upload your test scenarios and test cases. They will guide you that tool. Okay. Daily we have a scrum call meeting, and this will be conducted by Scrum Master. In that we will discuss about the sprint backlog, product backlog, and sprint grooming activities. So these are the things. What are, so the Scrum Master, he will give the updates on sprint backlog items. The Scrum Master, he will give the updates on product backlog items. The Scrum Master, he will give the updates on sprint grooming activities. Okay. So what is these activities? I will tell you. Okay, I will come back to this point later. And release backlog items. These 4 updates also the Scrum Master will discuss in that Scrum call meeting. So once your tasks and everything completed, he will also discuss on these activities as well. Okay, we will come to that part. See, this is your release 1, means this is first 1 month. And in release backlog means release 2. And release 3, release 4. So for every month, okay, product backlog means, suppose for this product, so in this year I want to develop 100 user stories. Okay, in release 1 I am going to deliver 10 user stories. In release 2 I am going to deliver 20 user stories. In release 3 I am going to deliver 10 user stories. That is my plan. So release means in a particular month how many number of user stories. What is the product backlog means, it is collection of all the user stories. Okay, it is a collection of all the list of user stories, product backlog. So from the list of product backlogs, from the product backlogs means for a development of product, total user stories. Release backlog means in a particular release, what are the user stories that we are going to target. Okay, so the people might ask you, what is release backlog? In a particular release, what are the user stories that we are going to target into production? Okay, so we are going to work out for those user stories only, not all the user stories, selected user stories only. And we are planning sprint backlog. Sprint backlog means, so in this release, so suppose there are 15 user stories has been planned. Out of 15 user stories, so in out of 15 user stories in sprint 1, I'm going to take 10 user stories, and in sprint 2 I'm going to take 5 user stories. Okay, so like that, this is called sprint backlog items. So pulling the required user stories in sprint 1, pulling the remaining user stories into sprint 2. So like that, sprint planning and daily scrum call and sprint retrospective meeting. So like this, what is these things I will tell you. So some activities are planning. After end of the thing, we are delivering the new features into release, into production. Okay. So we are going to discuss about this terminology. Okay. So now we are going to discuss remaining points. So now we understood what is mean by product backlog. Okay, go through this, all the list of prioritized deliverables that should be implemented as part of the project or product development. Just go through this part. Sprint backlog means list of user stories tasks identified by the Scrum team to be completed in a sprint. Okay, అంటే స్క్రమ్ టీమ్ ఏ యూజర్ స్టోరీస్ మీద వర్క్ చేయాలనే స్ప్రింట్ బ్యాక్లాగ్ చెప్తా ఉంటుంది. సో గ్రూమింగ్ యాక్టివిటీస్ అంటే ఏంటంటే, సో ప్రొడక్ట్ బ్యాక్లాగ్ వీఆర్ క్లియర్, స్ప్రింట్ బ్యాక్లాగ్ వీఆర్ క్లియర్. గ్రూమింగ్ యాక్టివిటీస్ అంటే సపోజ్ మనకి ఇప్పుడు sprint 1 sprint 2 ఉంది. సో ఈ 15 యూజర్ స్టోరీస్ లో నేను sprint 1 మీద 8 యూజర్ స్టోరీస్ డెవలప్ చేస్తున్నాను. సో నెక్స్ట్ మనకి 3 స్ప్రింట్లు ఉన్నాయి అనుకుందాం. sprint 2 లో ఏ యూజర్ స్టోరీస్ వెళ్ళాలి, sprint 3 లో ఏ యూజర్ స్టోరీస్ వెళ్ళాలి అంటే when scrum master is clear we are going to be complete sprint 1. So the scrum master he will plan for sprint 2 and sprint 3 అంటే గ్రూమింగ్ అంటే పెరగటం. ఓకే, సో హీ విల్ ప్లాన్ ఫర్ స్ప్రింట్ గ్రూమింగ్ యాక్టివిటీస్. మనం ఏ యూజర్ స్టోరీస్ ఎక్కడ డెలివర్ చేయాలి, sprint 2 లో ఏవి డెలివర్ చేద్దాం, sprint 3 లో ఏవి డెలివర్ చేద్దాం. సో సచ్ ఫోరం అండ్ సచ్ డిస్కషన్ ఇట్ విల్